Hey, beautiful human, it's Ro. If you're listening to this, welcome, sincerely. This week's 3 emails are about something every single one of us deals with: worry, fear, that voice that shows up uninvited, usually at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. when the house is quiet and your mind is anything but. I want to take a few minutes and bring the whole week together for you. Tuesday, the problem; Wednesday, the science; Thursday, the solution, or at least one of the solutions. And then I'm going to coach you through the practice right here, right now, so you can actually have something to use next time worry walks in the door. You don't need a yoga mat. You don't have to go to a yoga studio. You don't need anything except a few minutes and the willingness to stay with me. Let's go. Tuesday, I asked you to consider something that most people never stop to think about. Your imagination is the most powerful tool you have. In fact, it was Einstein who was quoted as saying, imagination is more important than knowledge. And it's also the one thing that's most likely pointed in the wrong direction. Here's what I mean. The same faculty that lets you dream, visualize, and see your best life forward, that exact same faculty is what generates worry, fear, and the catastrophe reel that runs on repeat when you're not paying attention. One tool, two different directions. And here's what I really want you to hear, because this is the thing that changes everything. The worry isn't trying to destroy you, right? Listen again, the fear, the worry, it's not trying to destroy us. It's trying to protect us. There's a part of us, usually a very old part, that learned somewhere along the way that if I could just anticipate the danger early enough, it can keep us safe. It ran interference for us. It watched out when we needed watching. The problem isn't that this part exists inside of us. The problem is that it never gets the memo that we've grown up, that like we've gotten bigger and we've gotten stronger. So it's still running the same protective pattern, still scanning for threat. It still keeps the alarm on high, even when the danger passed years ago. So here's the science. Wednesday, we went into the brain, and I want to give you a few things that I hope that you can carry with yourself through this. First, your amygdala. It's a small almond-shaped structure deep in your brain whose job is threat detection. It's ancient. I mean, it is powerful. And here's the thing that floored me when I first learned it. The amygdala, it cannot fully distinguish between a threat that is real and a threat that you're only imagining. I remember one teacher saying, the nervous system, the amygdala specifically, it doesn't know if someone's got a knife to your throat or your bills are late. And that stuck with me, which means when you lie awake running a scenario in your head, the conversation that might go wrong, the result you're waiting on, the thing you can't stop turning over, your nervous system is already living it. The cortisol, right? The adrenaline, the elevated heart rate, the physical body that it like braces for impact, for something that doesn't exist yet. And here's the truth, it may never exist. Harvard researchers found that people spend nearly 50% of their waking hours mentally somewhere other than where they actually are. And most of that wandering, it goes towards the difficult things. It goes towards like what's wrong. I need you to understand this, that is not weakness. That's biology. But here's the good news. This is where the yoga tradition and modern neuroscience arrived at the exact same place. The practice of noticing a thought as a thought, rather than becoming the thought, is what psychologists call cognitive diffusion. And the yogis called it svadhyaya, or self-study. The quiet, curious act of watching your own mind, the same way a scientist watches data, with interest and not judgment. You've been practicing this your whole life on the yoga mat. Every time you watch the mind want to flee a difficult pose and you choose to stay anyway, that's cognitive diffusion. That's svadvaya. You didn't have the name for it, but that's what it is. So here's one of the solutions. Thursday, I gave you a 3-step practice in the email. You guys remember? It's simple, it's portable, it's built for 3 a.m. or 3 p.m., whenever worry arrives. And I'm going to walk you through it right now. So if you're driving, stay with me. Just listen. If you're somewhere you can close your eyes, do that. Either way, bring something into your mind, a real worry, something that's been showing up for you lately. Nothing you need to fix right now, just something that's present. Do you have it? All right, good. Here's step 1. I want you to notice it and name it. Out loud if you can, or just clearly in your mind. I'm worried about, say it simply, no drama, no judgment. Again, in the same way a scientist names a specimen, you're observing a tendency, not confessing a sin. Just name it and let it be named. All right, good. Now, step 2 is observing. But I want you to add 4 words in front of the observation. I'm having the thought that, all right, and then finish the sentence. I'm having the thought that this won't work out. I'm having the thought that something bad is coming. I'm having the thought that I'm not enough. Whatever it is. Notice what happens when you do that. You know, the thought gets slightly smaller because now you're the one watching it, you're observing it, not the one inside it. You're giving it space. There's a little distance between you and the worry, just a millimeter, but let me tell you, within that millimeter, that's where freedom lives. Stay there for a moment. That's svadvaya. That's your nervous system getting updated. Now, the third step is where we redirect. I want you to complete this sentence. Say it out loud or internally. And what I'm choosing to remember is, now, not a lie, not toxic positivity, just an invitation. Your imagination built the worry. The same imagination can build something else, the tool, a different direction. And what I'm choosing to remember is, let whatever comes up, come up, trust it. And what I'm choosing to remember is, stay with it for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. And that's the practice, guys. 3 steps: notice, observe, and redirect. You can use this anywhere. I do all the time. The moment you notice a worry, in the car, before a difficult conversation, at 2 or 3 a.m. when the house is quiet and the mind wants to run. You've been training for this your whole time on the yoga mat. Now you take it with you. Look, if this landed for you, I want you to take one more step. Come into the community, the practices, the meditations, the conversations. All of it is waiting for you inside of our school community. The link, it's in Thursday's email. Because reading this is one thing, listening is better, and being in the room together, well, that's where the real work happens. All right, guys, talk soon. Love ya.